Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing just a basic scenery tour for this flight, taking a look at the new Hartsfield-Jackson airport that was released fairly recently, KATL, and I also have the Atlanta VFR Freeware. So we're going to actually take a look at the combination. So basically everything you see on the airfield, on the airport grounds, and the facilities, the equipment, that's going to be part of the payware, and all the downtown landmark structures that you see, that you actually get that as part of freeware. So I will include links for both of those in the description. So we're going to get started to get the 412 ready to go here before it gets too dark. And then we got a Minecraft ground controller. I think he's hiding drugs or something. Look at the way he's walking. You can search him. As you can see, if you're not familiar with Hartsfield-Jackson, I mean, this is an absolutely massive airport. If I remember correctly, I believe it is the headquarters for Delta, so you're going to see a lot of Delta jets here. you can see downtown out there a little ways away. We're going to check it out second after we get it do a more thorough just a little fly around to the airport here to give you a chance to look at that. And I will come back to the location closer to, you know, in the daytime to get a better look, but I just wanted to also get a chance to see what the night lighting looks like in the area. Because ironically enough, Atlanta is one of the areas I hardly ever fly in the simulator for. I really don't see any point in it in some ways, but then again, but yeah, I mean, it is hard to even imagine the size of this place when you realize that those are, you know, full-size airliners that you just see rows and rows and rows of here. I have to say, this is some of the best, some of the better graphics I've seen so far. This is really realistic looking, just for the detail of everything, and the layout too, the lighting, everything looks pretty good actually. So I think I may have to add this to the top 5 recommended list eventually. So that's basically the payware portion, and then if we fly out to the downtown area, you can see the stuff that comes with the freeware package that I'm also going to include a link for, which is called the Atlanta VFR. So we're going to head out there now. There's probably about 6 or 7 that I know of buildings in this area that you can land on in this VFR package, including the sort of generic X-plane building that seems to pop up in every one of these packages. But it's the X-shaped building with a large aerial broadcast antenna on it. I mean, you have to be careful not to run into that, but you can actually land on the 4 sides of it, the 4 legs of the X, if you will. I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get out there to it. Now, I did notice that they do have a lot of the correct buildings. You do have the Georgia Power, you have the bank, you have the SunTrust, Georgia Dome, AT&T. So several of the buildings are accurate. but I did notice a few of them are not placed quite where they should be, but you know, they're pretty close. I mean, it is freeware, so. And also, like I say, you do have the generic buildings that pop up that don't really exist at all. They're just the generics from X-Plane. Although one of them is placed correctly for Grady, but this one with the tall aerial here, the X-shaped building, doesn't really represent anything except for X-Plane. I think it's just a gimmick. But I believe we can land on it. We'll figure it out here in a second. Like I say, as long as you avoid that aerial, you should be fine. And you also need to avoid the edge too, because you can definitely get a tail strike on that. So, yep, you can land on this. So now everything we see now is, like I say, this is all freeware. And I think you can also get a freeware version of the Atlanta airport, but I can guarantee you it's not going to be anywhere nearly as detailed or as high quality as this payware package. I'm still kind of surprised at how accurate that actually looked. I wasn't expecting that from because I believe this is an Aerosoft package, or maybe it's not. It could be Nimbus or someone else. I'll have to look back at the folder in the receipt. So there's some of the buildings that actually have designated rooftop heliports on them. And like I say, one of them is in the place of Grady, but it's definitely still one of those generic X-Plane buildings right there. So it's about to be getting dark, so I think we may just head back towards Hartsfield. I don't know, I guess we could finish and land on one of these buildings maybe, so maybe we'll end the flight that way. Because I do plan on, like I said, doing a daytime tour of this area too. Yeah, there's AT&T. So I'm not sure exactly what they sell, but I know it's not phone service. Yeah, we're going to approach one of these actual designated rooftop helipads, heliports, and finish up the flight there for now. Then we'll go to this farthest one out here since it's a little higher. And I'm not sure what it's trying to represent, but I'll have to figure that one out, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's going to do it for part 1 of the Atlanta tour. Like I said, I do plan on doing a second half sort of around the noon time of the day where it's, you know, you can see everything a little better or in a different light. And I will include the links in the description for both the payware portion and the freeware portion of this. And if I can find a freeware version of the airport that's, you know, halfway decent, I'll try to include that too in case you can't, you know, afford the payware one right now. So that'll at least, you know, help you get through till you can do that. So anyway, until then, you know, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next flight.